Right, very good afternoon, everybody. Some of the people have made comments about the video, the most recent video. And one of the comments, I believe, was Newcastle Falcons couldn't afford the electric bill. Well, do you know what? I'll tell you something now, right? And this comes from the president, the lifetime president of Newcastle United. Who is that? Well, that is Sir John Hall. Okay? What he wanted to do years and years ago was to move Newcastle United into Leazes Park. Yeah? The similar plan to what has already been mentioned by Magpie Channel TV, Tyneside Life, Adam Pearson, and who else mentioned it? Oh yes, Paul Ditchburn of the Toon Review. So there's 4 different channels. Now, here, I'm going to tell you something, okay? The moving from St James's Park, which has kind of been noted. Well, that was to St James's Park is here, and the new bit would be like at a corner, so it would take some of the Sir John Hall stand, and the rest would go back to Greenbelt in that proposed plan. Now, the other one which I said was in the Chronicle, that one was closer to the lake which is in Leazes Park. And that's a very famous lake because when I was younger, me and my brother, well, we used to take the boat around the little island. It was a fantastic time. And in Newcastle itself, there is only the Exhibition Park, which has a boat and lake. There is the Leazes Park, which had a boat and lake, and there is one other which did, and that is Elsick Park. And yes, I am going back a very, very long time ago, but all of them had a boat and lake. So that part I was mentioning was from Sir John Hall, because that's what he wanted to do. And as Newcastle took over the stadium inside of the Leazes Park, it was kind of inside Leazes Park and just outside of Leazes Park onto the moor where the cows and all that go. There was a lot of opposition to that at the time. Same as there was opposition with the Leazes Terrace as well. But, as I said in my video before, there's a part down beside the River Tyne, and it is on the opposite side of the Red Youth Bridge to where the arena is. But where I was mentioning was in a completely different location. So when we find out this feasibility study, when we find out that's probably going to be January to early February. And by the time that comes round, here's the hope that I have certificates for the courses I'm doing. And not only do I have that, but Alice has been in touch on the channel, wanting to help. Well, there's Alice, there's somebody in Sunderland, there is also somebody in Sheffield, and there is another 2 people, so altogether that is 5 people who all want to help. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to open up a brand new repository on GitHub, and when I've done this brand new repository, it'll all be there, and you can come in, you can have a look, and we take it from there, because it is going to take a lot of people. And one thing I will say to you is this. As this new repository opens, there will be, in total, the 2 new ones. Yeah, the 2 new ones. And there will be 9. So that's 9, 10, 11 in total. So that's a lot of work on GitHub. However, I don't mind doing it. Same as when this morning, early hours of this morning, if what I've wrote there is correct, and doing coding is like you're writing a script to a movie. You got to put all the bits in, who's going to be doing what, etc. If it's similar to that, where you have to box things off, bracket things off, etc., that is going to happen, and you'll see that in video. Now, today has been mega busy, and tomorrow, first thing in the morning until about 8 o'clock at night, I'm just going to test, which you'll see, because I'm going to video it. And the reason why I'm doing that is the new section, adult learning. So you get to see when I've made a mistake, what the mistake was, etc. And you also get to see Hello World and every single web page and the work that went to the web page before it went to the web page. So it all intertwines. Now, one thing I'll say to you is this. On Monday night, I really would, if we can smash West Ham. Totally go to town. Now, I've already said my prediction, but I would love if that prediction, those players were correct, but the other players chipped in as well. And I want Newcastle United to keep rising in the Premier League. That's in a nutshell. If they can do that, December is almost here. And if we can keep claiming, there is a possibility, a shout-out possibility of pushing for the biggest statement. Yeah. See, from where we are in 8th, there is a possibility we could, by, let's say, we beat West Ham, that'll be 4. Beat the next team, 5. And just keep going. There's a possibility we could get into the promised land. And that is 2 or 1st. Imagine that. Waking up on a weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday, waking up and thinking, where's Newcastle United? Oh, top 2. It is possible. And all we got to do to get there is keep winning. Now, somebody said earlier, Jacob Murphy has no chance. You're being a bit harsh. You are being a bit harsh. And I'll tell you why you're being a bit harsh. At the beginning of the season, I mentioned Harvey. I mentioned Alexander. I also mentioned Anthony, Miggy, Sean, Callum. Well, Callum hasn't played, as we all know. Correct? Now, pardon me, here's the thing. All those players I've sung songs about. Eddie Howe's Heroes, Streets of Home, and my other songs, rising to the top 3. If we can do that for January, come on. Isn't it worth pushing to take the title? And if you think I'm dreaming, try that, man. Wake yourself up, because if we do go on a run of 10 or more, it is possible. We've got a good manager. We have good players. They've just got to keep on scoring. So yes. And here's the best bit. Now, I checked on most of these artificial intelligence, and the price is between $19 to $30. Yes? Now, if I pay that and go through Cursor, which I showed you, Cursor is connected to GitHub. So if I do that and you've already checked GitHub, you'll know what I'm on about. And you will know, at the end of the day, by using cursor/GitHub, I mean business. This is a future job opportunity, and I am not going to let it slide. So what I'm saying to you is this. In 2025, these are coming live. And what I would say to you is this. Somebody thinks, at the end of the day, that they can do a fast one. What I'll say to you is this. MetaMask is a time stamp. And it's there for a reason. So, what I've done, in the way I've done it, it's time stamped to the minute and to the date 2024. And the applications, well, they are through Christian, and Christian is the 6th person who wants to help. So we all get to share what's about to come. Just remember, when we're all sharing this, just remember where the idea came from. Right there. And that's what Christian said in his video when he was introducing these apps. If you haven't got a brilliant idea, don't even bother. So the hope is 2025 and right up to 2030, 2040, we all make a good enough amount of money. So, to all of you wonderful people out there, give us a thumbs up if you like the content, subscribe, and best bit of all, spread the word. And a shout out to Matty Renton, Magpie Channel TV, Paul Ditchburn of The Toon Review, Evermore NUFC. Shout out also to Through Black and White Eyes, John Sinclair TV, Newcastle Fans TV, and NUFC Matters, Adam Pearson, Gallagher Shots, Magpie Channel TV, and Tyneside Life. Who else? Black and White Banter. Now, I can't think anybody else off the top of my head. So I think I've mentioned everybody. I think. Yeah, I have. So, all of these channels, they will be going on to Geordie Nation. I will be putting in the link to every single one of those channels. And I will be pushing for us all to hit 100,000 subscribers in 2025. Now, you can take that how you wish to take that, but I'll tell you this much. There'll be a description of each of those channels in the hope that we all go past 100,000 subscribers. So, now I've said all of these things, let's see what happens. Because 2025 is less than 32 days from now. Just think of that. There's a lot to look forward to in 2025. A lot. And I want to make sure every Newcastle United YouTube channel is a part of it. So, you know what to do. You've seen the video, you know what to do. We all help each other. Moving forward, we help each other and we rise together. Thanks very much for watching. And let's hope you like this video and the other videos I have done. And tomorrow, back to learning. Thanks very much for watching.